You may have never watched any manifestation or transformation video like this one, and I can bet you that at the end of this video, you are going to actually realize how limitless you are. This is time bending, and this is really what true manifestation is. True manifestation is not, I want this, so I'm going to think positive and get it. Yes, you can get that, but I want people who don't just want to get things, but they want to become the things. They want to actually lead the lifestyle of becoming the manifestation. And you are no longer in the place where when you need something, you're like, I want to manifest this, I want to manifest more money. Each time that you desire it, because you're already in the vibration of it, it just comes to you. This is effortless manifestation. To fully understand this concept, you want to understand, first of all, who you really are. Because the truth is, the reason why you have not manifested what you desire is because, this is why you've been believing a lie about who you are. And there is an identity that you currently hold about yourself or about your life that is a limited one, right? And because you hold a limited identity, you feel limited, you are limited. And because you feel and are limited, you manifest limitations, and you're not manifesting the things that you truly desire. So if you desire to manifest, let's say, $1 million in your business right now, or $5,000, or even like whatever, then your rents, whatever it is on your heart, your dream partner, this is what you want to understand. You are a spirit being, right? The real you is not this body, it's not this skin, it's not this physical reality, it's not what we see and we touch. This is not the real you. So the real you is a spirit, right? And you, as this spirit, you have a soul. You have a soul, and you live in this body. So this body, which is actually a container, and it is the house that gives the intangible part of you, which is your spirit and your soul, legal access into this plane of life. So what this means is this: you are existing in other plane of life as a soul, which is the soul, and as the spirit in higher dimension. So what is the spirit? You, which is the real you. This is you, right? So I want you to picture this, and let's assume that you're a big circle, right? Because we said you're a thrifold, a multidimensional being, meaning you are existing in different dimensions right now, and you are a thrifold being living in one, right? So you are a spirit. Your spirit should be this. Imagine this big circle that I'm drawing on the board that doesn't exist right now, right? And then this spirit is you. As consciousness is made up of your consciousness, it is your intuition, and it is your communion or fellowship, or the part of you that actually communicate, and it's associated with the spiritual realm, right? And this you, which is a spirit, you exist in this other second circle. Inside that big circle, you have a soul, and this soul is made up of your mind, your will, and your emotion, right? And then inside this circle, big circle, there's another small circle, right, which is your body. And your body is a part of you that is made of your senses, your organs, and this physical thing. Now, the third dimension is the physical world, and it's the dimension of the body. This is the physical dimension, right? And we call it the dimension of organs, physical, and material world, right? And then we have the fourth dimension, which is the dimension of the soul. And remember, the soul is made up of the will, the emotions, and the mind, right? This soul of yours existing in the fourth dimension. Because now, for example, the mind, the will, the emotions, these are things that you don't touch. It's not organs, it's not hidden somewhere, but it is a dimension. And this dimension, for example, when I say imagine these three circles, the big one, the spirit, the middle one, the soul, the tiny one inside the body, that imagination, that is you existing in another plane of life right now, right here, right now, as a soul. Because your body is here, but you are seeing, you are living in another dimension, the imagination world, right? And you are using your mind there. And your emotions, you can't really touch, like how, this is my emotion. They live in your soul. So that is the fourth dimension. And that is a higher dimension that is higher above the 3D dimension, which is the physical realm. And then after the fourth dimension, like the fifth dimension and beyond is what It's actually the spiritual realm, because this is where your spirit lives, your spirit exists, and your spirit is operating. So the reason why these dimensions exist is that each part or form that we choose to exist in needs a legal access into each of these realms of life. For example, your body doesn't have legal access to access the fourth dimension. And your body, like my organs, don't have the legal access to enter and function in the fifth dimension and beyond. So if you want to manifest, you want to start manifesting from the 4D and higher. You being in this body right now, you have access into the spiritual realm, you have access into the soul realm, right? And you have access into the physical realm. So you are living in these 3 planes of life simultaneously. And the fourth dimension is what is known in science as the quantum realm. If you want to desire your dream life, why am I sharing you this? If you want to manifest everything, why am I sharing you this? You need to stop seeing yourself as this body, because you are simply a spirit, which is, or who is God, experiencing itself and himself in this plane of life. So if you desire to manifest $5,000 in the next 24 hours, the truth is that from the 4th dimension and above, meaning the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, up to the 12th dimension, the 7th dimension, and all the level of consciousness, everything exists as pure potential. Everything exists. In this higher dimension, there's nothing that doesn't exist. And for you, as someone who is living in the 3rd dimension, everything that you desire is already existing in the 4th dimension and above. This means that it's already existing in the realm of imagination, in the realm of emotions, in the realm of thought, in the quantum realm, and in the spiritual realm. So there's nothing that is to be created. It exists as pure potential. So if you desire to manifest it, what most people do is like they try to want to do things in this outside plane of life in order to manifest and bring that thing forth into existence. What they don't realize is that whatever you're looking for, whatever desire you have, whatever dream, whatever manifestation you want to manifest in this already exists. You just need to take it from one dimension and collapse it into another, right? So you need to take that pure potential and collapse it in another, from the quantum realm or from the 4D. So how do you actually do this? Now, you want to understand that everything that exists as pure potential in the quantum realm is vibrating at the frequency. It exists as pure potential, meaning that it exists as nothing, but as all things. So it doesn't exist as in the physical form, in the tangibility of it, but it exists as potential. So because it exists as potential, when you are able to actually see it and focus on it, you collapse it into the 3D reality. So how do you manifest this, right? How can you then take the $5,000 and collapse it into this plane of life? Well, this is where you need to do the inner work. This is where you need to do the soul work, because you want to understand that your soul, right? Remember the 3 circles. Your soul is the channel between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. It's like the intermediate, right? It's like the channel, or is the funnel through which everything passes. So the things that go from your physical realm into your spiritual being pass through your soul, and the things that go from your spiritual being into your physical being pass through your soul. So because you're existing in this 3 plane of life, whatsoever frequency you hold at the soul level, right? At the soul level, and whatsoever frequency that you are vibrating at in your soul, which is your will, your thought, your will, your mind, your emotions, determines what you're an energetic match for. So what is an energetic match? And in the quantum field, in the 4th dimension and above, everything exists as pure potential. Everything exists as pure frequency, and it's vibrating at a frequency. It's literally like everything exists as wave. You can see them, but they are there. They are vibrating, right? And because it's vibrating at a frequency, whatsoever energy, because you also, remember, in the quantum field, in the soul realm, in the fourth dimension, you exist also as energy. Right, your pure potential, because everything in that realm exists as pure potential. Same as in this 3D realm, everything is as a physical thing. For this thing to be seen and useful in this realm, it exists as this, right? So because it is in that quantum realm, right, like the waves, like everything, you are also sending out a vibration. You are also vibrating at a certain frequency. But when I say vibrating, I don't mean physically, I mean in your soul, right? In your soul, in the fourth dimension, you are living right now. How do you know you're living? You're thinking about something right now. You're feeling something right now. Like there's a thought going, there's imagination. As I'm talking, you're hearing, and there's things, there's energy. You're sending out energy. And because you're sending out that energy, you are actually living in that realm of life. So, and because you are living in that realm of life, there's this frequency you are sending out. And because you're sending out that frequency, it is a match for something. So it's like in that realm, right? In the fourth dimension, remember we're talking just about the fourth dimension here and beyond, everything exists. It has a code, like a code or a frequency. So let's say 5,000 is vibrating here, and 20,000 is vibrating here, and 10,000 is vibrating here, right? You are vibrating. Wherever you are vibrating, you become a match for that. And because you're a match for that, you collapse that into the physical reality. You collapse that. So for example, if you say you're a match for 10,000, you will manifest that. So, but what happens is that most people want what they want, but they don't realize that they are not a frequency match for what they want. So you cannot actually manifest what you want. You manifest what you are a frequency for. This is why maybe you are like, okay, I want this kind of man, I want this kind of relationship. But then the kind of men that you're attracting or that you're choosing are actually not that much. So it's not because something is wrong with maybe the way you look. It has nothing to do with maybe you look and all that. It has everything to do with your energetic frequency. So what is your energetic frequency made up of, and how can you change that so that you can manifest very fast, and you can manifest in the most effortless way? Effortless means least effort, no resistance. It doesn't mean not doing anything at all. But how can you do that so that you can manifest with ease and with least resistance? Now, the very first thing is that your frequency, remember, is made up of what is in your soul. And your soul has to do with your mind, your will, and emotions. Now, your mind and your emotions are actually the things that give out the biggest frequency in the energetic realm. Why? Because emotions is actually the channel between the soul and the body, right? Emotions. Okay, this is because emotions are stored in the body, but they are felt in the quantum realm. Okay, that may be a little bit something. Okay, so emotions are felt and stored in the physical body, meaning that in tissues, in our muscles and all of that, but it is also it is felt in the soul level, in the fourth dimension. So the emotion is actually in between the physical and the spiritual, tangible, right, in the intangible realm. So what happens with your energy? How can you raise your energy and become an energetic match for that thing that you desire so that you can collapse it and you can create it? Now, you can collapse it as fast as you want. You just need to be an energetic match for it. So your mind, everything in your mind is energy. Everything that is happening in your mind is energy. And I'm not talking about your brain. The brain is the physical organ, but the mind is the soul part, right? Because the mind cannot be seen in the lab. It cannot be tested. It's actually what gives the brain meaning, right? What is in your soul is what determines the frequency you are vibrating in. And what is in your soul is made up of these three things. What is one in your subconscious? What is in your conscious mind? So remember, let's take the mind. The mind is made up of your conscious and subconscious, and what is in your emotions, right? So the mind is made up of the conscious and the subconscious mind. So the conscious mind is actually the part of the mind that you are aware of. Like you can see, you can observe, like you are conscious of it, you are aware of it, right? And this part of your mind is the part that thinks. It is the part that feels, right? And because you're thinking in a certain way, you feel in a certain way, and because you feel in a certain way, you take certain actions and then you create certain result. Now, that is the conscious mind, and that is the conscious process of manifesting, and that's the conscious way that you can actually change your result. And this is where you can change your consciousness through maybe thinking positively, right? Affirming positively, and then doing things to feel good to actually create a certain result. This works, but this never lasts. Ooh, this is what I'm going to tell you. This works, but it never lasts. Meaning that you can actually manifest a higher level of income in your business by changing your thoughts, changing your feelings, and which are going to result in changing actions, right? But it never lasts because your subconscious mind controls 95% of your result. And then your conscious mind, which is the part that most of the time we spend our time working on, controls like 5% of your outcome. So what this means is that your subconscious mind actually runs your life on autopilot. And this is like the automated part of your mind. It is the part of your mind that you are not aware of. It is the part of your mind that is so automated. And it is the part of your mind that gives out the highest energetic vibration and frequency. It is the part of your mind that in the fourth dimension that actually contribute to your frequency like 95% of the time as well. Okay, let me slow down. Hope you all are following now. Okay, your subconscious is made up of one, your beliefs. And your beliefs are either implicit or explicit. So explicit beliefs are the beliefs that you know that you have. And these beliefs have literally gone from being in the subconscious to actually being in your conscious mind because you know that you have these beliefs. So what are beliefs? Beliefs are patterns or programs that have been repeated so many times. They have actually formed like strong patterns, right? They have become like patterns or pathways. So the way I can measure it, or they can also be called commands, because these things are literally commanding things into existence all the time because it's vibrating, right? Okay, so what is in your subconscious is actually what determines the outcome that you're going to create. And again, what is in your subconscious? Your beliefs, your behavior, right? And then your emotions. So what is in your conscious mind? Your thought, your feelings, right? Your thoughts and your feelings. But what is in your subconscious? Beliefs, your emotions, and your behavior. So on one side, I want you to see the mind. Picture the mind again, being this organ. And the subconscious, we have beliefs, we have emotions, and then we have behavior. And then on the conscious mind, I want you to picture thoughts, feelings, and then actions, right? So these processes are the two processes that determine the result that you have in your life right now and determines what you're going to manifest or what you're not going to manifest in this lifetime. So what is the difference between emotions? I want to make this emotions and feeling. So emotions is actually the subconscious process that chemicals that actually go on in both your body and in your energetic body that you're not aware of. Then feelings is actually your interpretation of that emotion. So for example, most people will be like, I'm feeling anxious. I feel anxious. So the fact that you're feeling anxious is simply an interpretation of an emotion that you're having. The real emotion that you're having is not anxiety. The real emotion that you're having is fear, right? And this is the thing, how you feel in the moment, right? For example, if you're feeling sad, the emotion is anger or something that is stored there, right? So what happens is that because you try to change your thinking, like, okay, think positive, think new thoughts, and you're thinking new thoughts, you're feeling new feelings, which is good. You can actually do something to be excited. And people are saying, I'm just trying to raise my vibration by doing things like just to change for a while. You're working on the conscious part, but then the subconscious is there because the beliefs are there. And because the beliefs actually create your emotions, and these emotions determine your behavior on autopilot, consistently. That's the difference between behavior and action. Action is what I do now. Behavior is what is automated. It's like I do on the subconscious level. I don't even have to think about it. I've repeated it so many times that it has become part and parcel of me. So you're in the energetic realm. What is really contributing to your frequency the most is not your thought. It's not your feeling. It is your emotional state, and it is your beliefs, right? And your beliefs put together form your identity, right? Your beliefs, your emotional state, and then your behavior forms your identity. So in the energetic realm, if you really want to collapse time and manifest, thinking positive can help you manifest something now, but it's never going to be sustainable. This is why most people are like, I've been working on my limiting belief. I've been doing this for a long time. And it is because they are working on the conscious level, what they know. The beliefs that they know that they have, which are the explicit belief, they don't know the implicit belief. So the implicit belief are the beliefs that you don't know about. And how are these implicit beliefs formed? Most of the strongest beliefs that we have that we don't even know about are the ones that are formed from emotional experiences. High emotional experiences. So when you are actually changing your conscious beliefs, which is like, okay, for example, around money, you want to manifest money. What did you grow up knowing about money? Well, what I grew up hearing is that money is hard. That is what you know. And that you know that because that came through information. But that is only contributing like 5% of your result. What is really contributing 95% of your results and what you're manifesting right now is the things you don't know, that the belief you don't know that you know. So the first step to actually manifesting is actually uncovering, making the unconscious or the subconscious conscious. What do I actually hold in my subconscious that I am not aware of, right? And the way you know this is to go do emotional release work, and this is why the process that my inner transformational method works both for. It's like, how can you release both the emotions that are stored in your body? Because the fact that you're not feeling sad doesn't mean you don't have an anger emotion stored in your body, right? Or in your energetic body. So how can you release the emotions? Because the highest charge beliefs and the strongest beliefs to reprogram from my work so far are the beliefs that are formed, again, during a high emotional state. So a high emotional state is maybe you experience something traumatic. And because you were in high emotional state, you decided things about yourself, about others, or about life that went straight into your subconscious mind. And these beliefs are the strongest to reprogram because these beliefs actually have energetic, like they have emotions attached to it. And because we are afraid to experience emotion, and most of the time we don't want to experience anything negative emotions, we avoid, like our emotions actually shut it down in such a way that we don't even know that these beliefs exist. But in reality, these are the beliefs that are controlling our life. Now, what if I told you that the result that you're creating right now, whatever you desire to manifest and whatever you have right now, there are 3 core belief that is running every area of our life and that is creating every other belief that you can think of. There are just 3. And once you have released the emotional blocks that you hold, you're liberated. And this is when your manifestation becomes so easy. So for today, I'm going to leave it here because I feel like this can be like a whole masterclass. So the way you do it is like, we need to identify the high emotional experiences that you've had. So your strongest core beliefs are hidden. You don't even know them. That's the thing. Most people don't know. Not everybody, maybe you know, but most people don't know because it has emotions that are shutting them, because you actually block yourself from maybe experiencing emotions and all of that. Your mind literally shut down because it's a protection mechanism so that you don't feel the pain that you felt maybe when that high emotional experience happened. So the real way to reprogram the subconscious mind is, first of all, to release the emotional blocks that you currently hold. And we do this through the power in our work. When you release the emotional blocks, then we can actually see now, oh, okay, these are the mental or the psychological or the subconscious blocks that you have actually had as a result of these emotional blocks. So more than just a mental work, it is an emotional work. And when you release all the emotions that are holding you bound, you release them and you let them out, what happens is that you feel light. And because you feel light, not just in your physical body though, energetically, you're vibrating at a different frequency. Because emotions stored in your body, both physical and energetic, it's heavy, it's density, it's dense. And because it's dense, your vibration is always low. Beliefs, like subconscious beliefs, which are the things that are running the show, it's dense. Right? In the spiritual realm is dense. In the quantum field is dense. It's heavy. So low vibration emotions, anger, pain, suffering, resentment, all of those you may hold in your energetic body. And no matter how much conscious work you do, you change your belief, you change your mindset, you think positively, think positive thought, you affirm, you try to feel good, do things to feel good, do more physical things to feel good, you're still very dense energetically, and your frequency is still very dense and heavy because there are emotional blocks. So the way you do this is, first of all, we do the emotional work to release all those emotions, because there's no way to raise your frequency than to let go of those emotional blocks. And then the second thing is, the big things that actually quantum leaps you is that you transcend that limited identity as a whole to actually embodying who you truly are as the infinite being. So it's literally like we actually step out of the 4D and we go into the 5 dimension, and we install, like, not install because it's already installed, but we actually transcend the identity that you hold as a result of the experiences you've had in this plane of life, as a result of things you've seen, and as a result of living from these metrics to actually embodying your infinity, who you truly are as the I am. And when you truly awaken to who you truly are as I am, not just awaken, but embody that identity, and you live this life from that identity, what happens is that there is nothing that is out of your reach. Because you're not just vibrating at a frequency of a feel good, but you are actually vibrating at a God frequency. And this is the magic. This is how you quantum leap. This is how you collapse time, and this is how manifestation becomes easy. And then you no longer are trying to manifest, because so many of you are trying to manifest so hard. You're trying so hard. Manifestation should not be you trying. You should not do anything to manifest. You should be. That is the only thing required. If you're doing something right now to manifest something, you're doing it all wrong. If you're doing something right now to manifest something, you are doing it all wrong. Because real manifestation is effortless. It's least effort. And the real manifestation, the formula is desire plus no resistance, result. Desire plus no resistance is result. Because the reason why you're not collapsing things from this plane of life to this, it's not because the things are not there in that plane of life. The reason why you're not manifesting that thing you desire is not because it doesn't exist. It's actually only because there is a resistance between the channel, which is between in the 4th dimension. There's distortions there. Instead of you maybe imagining, which is the 4th dimension, in that realm of imagination and emotions, feeling excitement and imagining the thing and actually seeing the picture of the thing and see yourself, you are actually in that realm giving our limiting beliefs, giving our vibration of anger, vibration of frustration. And if you have done a level of inner work, I know you're going to be like, no, that is not me. And trust me, I was like that for a long time. Like, no, that's not me. That's not me. But this is not a conscious work level. This is a subconscious work level. And this is not a 3D work level. It's not an affirmation thing. This is a transcending the identity work. And it is a fourth manifesting from the higher dimension. What I've shared here is not about those who want to manifest like from this linear timeline and just do things the normal way. No, it's people who want to collapse time. This is time bending, and this is really what true manifestation is. True manifestation is not, I want this, so I'm going to think positive and get it. Yes, you can get that, but I want people who don't just want to get things, but they want to become the things. They want to actually lead the lifestyle of becoming the manifestation. And you are no longer in the place where when you need something, you're like, I want to manifest this, I want to manifest more money. Each time that you desire it, because you're already in the vibration of it, it just comes to you. This is effortless manifestation. And it doesn't mean you don't take action. You take aligned actions. But it means that even the action that you're taking is not just from the brain, it's not from the mind, but everything is so divine. And even when you think a thought, it's actually a thought that is coming from the fifth dimension, which is the real you, rather than thoughts that are coming from your past, your pain, your trauma, and all of that, and your experiences. So this is not for you if you just want to like, okay, I want to manifest 1,000 tomorrow, and that's the only thing I'm focusing on. No, it's the people who want to live the supernatural life. It's the people who want to actually become the infinite being, where anything that they desire, they can manifest. If you desire to actually manifest in this plane of life, anything you desire, and just live a manifested life. Just live the life of being infinite. So, and this is not about doing. This is less doing. And the things that you would do here is less about doing. This is why I have not told you, oh, you need to affirm this every day. You need to pray this number of times. I know that's the kind of content that will go viral because that's the content that most people want to know. But this is not about quick fix. This is about people who want to really, really, really become the embodiment of it and become everything they desire. People who don't just want things, but they want to remember that they are the thing. And then because they are the thing, they bring forth those things. And they actually live a manifestation lifestyle. Like consciously, they are actually creating everything that they desire. For me, this has been the experience recently. And this has changed everything for me. This is why I'm sharing this with you. So it's not just like, okay, go manifest 5,000 in the next 24 hours. Yes, I can show you how to do that. I can tell you, like, I've done it. Okay, if you want to do that, okay, just what do you want? You want 5,000, good and fine. Start thinking and seeing yourself and believing that you have it, good and fine. Okay, behave as though and take line action as though you have it, good and fine. But do you have to do that? It's exhausting when you have to do that about everything that you desire. It is exhausting when you have to try to manifest everything that you desire. What if you actually became the manifestation of everything that you desire and you could manifest subconsciously? Now, we are always manifesting subconsciously, right? That's why you are manifesting the negative thing. But what if you could actually exist and become a high frequency and then exist on autopilot, manifest everything you desire on autopilot? This is actually a level of being. This is a state of living where it's like, for me, for example, anything that I think of, it just shows up. Anything that I just like, oh, I really desire this, it just shows up. So I am not constantly trying to manifest it because I actually even conceive it and imagine it because it comes into my consciousness in the fourth dimension. I bring it into existence without having to affirm my way through it, without having to visualization is actually good, but without having to positive talk my way through it. Because these are temporal solutions. Now, I'm not saying that doing all of these things is bad, but I'm just saying that if you want to really, really transform your life and you really want to become a living wonder, and you have to embrace your divinity, and it's you embracing your infiniteness that is actually going to create the result. So this is what creating from the fourth dimension and above manifesting looks like. Manifesting from the fifth dimension looks like that. It's about becoming. It's about being. It's about doing the work to remember who you really are. It's about embodiment more than action. It's about embodiment. And because you've embodied that, you're just taking aligned actions. And because your actions are aligned, the results come automatically. So that is for today, for this kind of like introductory training. I'm working on getting a whiteboard so that I can really teach this in an illustrative way for most of you to really understand. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.